As you know, the cost of owning a home is continuing to rise. Young adults, even with years of savings, are struggling to keep up as their savings are becoming more and more inadequate towards the goal of owning a home. Recently, the federal budget has approved the use of first-time home savers accounts, otherwise known as an FHSA. Any contributions made to this type of account are tax deductible, and any income earned in the account is not taxed at all. Now, if you take money out of your first-time home savers account for the purpose of purchasing your first home, those withdrawals are tax-free, and any other withdrawals that are made for a purpose other than buying a home would be taxable. I'm pleased to announce that these types of accounts are now available to be opened. Eligibility. To be eligible for this account, you must be a resident of Canada and aged 18 or older. You must not have lived in a home that you or a spouse or common law partner owned either at any time in the current calendar year before the account is opened or during the preceding 4 calendar years. Once a non-taxable withdrawal is made to purchase a home, the FHSA account must be closed within a year of the first withdrawal, and the holder is not eligible to open up another FHSA account. In order to make a tax-free withdrawal from this type of account, the withdrawal has to be used to purchase a qualifying home in Canada. Types of qualifying homes include a single-family home, semi-detached home, a townhouse, mobile home, a condo unit, apartments in duplexes, triplexes, fourplexes, or apartment buildings, or a share in a cooperative housing corporation that entitles you to own and gives you an equity interest in a housing unit. Only Canadian residents are eligible to open up a first-time home savers account. If you are a non-resident, you cannot open up this type of account. If you are a Canadian resident and you've opened up this account, you can continue to contribute. And even if you leave Canada, in other words, you emigrate from Canada, you can continue to participate in contributing to the account. Now, what you cannot do is you cannot make a qualifying withdrawal from the account while you are a non-resident of Canada. Now, if you are a non-resident and you need to take money out of this account, you can do so, but you would be subject to at least a 25% withholding tax in Canada. Now, it's possible this could be reduced if there's a tax treaty between Canada and the country of residence for the FHSA holder. Now, because there is some tax benefits to opening up this type of account, of course, it's going to be subject to annual contribution limits. The annual contribution limit for this type of account is $8,000, which is subject to available carry forward room. The lifetime maximum is $40,000. So that means you're not able to put more than $40,000 into this type of account. Contribution room will begin to accumulate the year you open the account, and for 2023, the amount you can contribute is $8,000. Unused contribution room carries forward but is subject to an $8,000 annual limit. You can hold more than one FHSA, but total contributions to all your FHSAs should not exceed the annual or lifetime FHSA limit. Holders are responsible for ensuring they do not exceed their contribution limits. If an individual has this account but does not contribute maximum amounts to their account in a year, unused annual contribution room can be carried forward up to a maximum of $8,000 for use in the following year. This amount is referred to as an FHSA carry forward and is included in the calculation of FHSA contribution room for the following year. Carry forward amounts start to accumulate once an individual opens an FHSA for the first time. Withdrawals from an FHSA for the purpose of purchasing a first-time qualifying home are tax-free. However, withdrawals for any other purpose will be taxed. You can make a tax-free transfer from your RRSP to a FHSA subject to FHSA contribution limits. If a home is not purchased within 15 years, the FHSA must be closed, at which point you have the option to transfer funds from your FHSA to your RSP up until age 71, or a RIF would also be possible. It's non-taxable at the time of transfer, but it would be taxable when withdrawing from your RSP or RIF account. Let's look at a case study. Both an FHSA and an RSP under the Home Buyers Plan can be used together to purchase a first-time qualifying home. Matthew and Tanya are aspiring homeowners that are living together. They each have RSP accounts that are valued over $50,000 each. Now, beginning in 2023, they begin to contribute to their FHSA accounts at a rate of $8,000 per year. Because they make between about $50,000 and $100,000, we estimate that the contributions they make to their FHSA accounts will save them about $1,600 in taxes. taxes each year. By the time 2027 comes around, let's say their FHSA accounts are worth about $90,000. This means that for the purpose of making a down payment on their first home, they will have $90,000, plus they can each use $35,000 from their RSP under the home buyer's plan. This will leave them with $90,000 plus $70,000 for a total of $160,000 that can be used towards a down payment on their first home. And keep in mind that all this $160,000 can be withdrawn from their accounts totally tax-free. I also want to mention that they would both be eligible for the federal first-time home buyer's tax credit, and that's going to give them an extra $1,500 in tax relief in the year they purchase their home. Which investments qualify? Just like a tax-free savings account or an RRSP, there is a range of investments that you can hold in your FHSA account. It doesn't have to be treated like a high-interest savings investment account. So, for example, within your FHSA, you could hold things like segregated funds or mutual funds, publicly traded securities like stocks, government or corporate bonds, or even GICs. And that's it for today's video. If you'd like to learn more about this type of account and whether it's right for you, our team at Ferguson Financial Planning would be pleased to help, and you can schedule a consultation with us using the link below in the description. If you liked the information presented in this video or would like to learn more, you can also always check out our website for more information like this, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Leave a comment if you'd like us to talk about anything else. Thank you for watching.